Alright, here we go of WWE Maximum Aggression CM Punk. I went ahead and picked this figure up after work today, and it's not too bad, but not too great. You get, well, let's just do a quick look at the detailing and all that, like most of my other videos. Got the boots here, legs, knee pads, muscles, veins and all that. There. His tattoo here, or some of his tattoos. Really haven't watched wrestling all too much since probably maybe 2 years ago or so, so I'm not too sure how accurate the stuff is on him. But from the videos I've seen, he's missing at least, I think, 3 tattoos. One on his left arm, left shoulder. I think like a G.I. Joe Cobra logo here, and the word letters on his knuckles. The face looks alright, but you can see from the picture you can see from the picture up here, or next to him, it looks alright, but it's not exactly perfect. And it doesn't help that he kind of has a goofy look on his face as well, which I forgot to show. Also forgot to mention, this is from Series 1 of the figures. Series 2 just came out not too long ago, and that has Jericho, Carlito, Undertaker, and fourth guy, I can't remember his name. Series 1 includes CM Punk, Triple H, Bobby Lashley, and Rey Mysterio. Alright, the face looks pretty good, but it doesn't match up too well with the actual guy. Looks too clean. From all the videos I've seen from Ghost Hunters and WWE and ECW and all that, and even in the picture, he doesn't have that like 5 o'clock shadow type look or whatever. Tattoos look good, but they're missing, like I said before, he's missing a few of them, and that's about it for that part. His knee pads are removable. You can take them down, slide them down. They're made out of soft plastic, so they're pretty easy to work. Same with the elbow pads. Articulation, before I forget about it again. He has ankles that go like this. You also turn around like that. He has double jointed knees. The legs that go all around, the thigh, waist, rib cage, shoulder that moves all around and such, bicep, elbow, wrist, hand, and a little bit of head movement. His head is a little bit more restricted because of the hair. You really can't have him looking up and down. For the most part, all the joints are pretty tight and all that. The loosest one that I've had so far was this right here, but even that's not too bad. Um, one of the better, well, one of the gimmicks or special features that these figures have, these 12-inch toys have, are their interchangeable parts. You can change out the hands, head, or the waist. And it's pretty easy to do. You just grab the hand, twist, and then you pull it out. And it also makes it easier to get up the elbow pads. Grab his waist about here, grab him like that, and you pull them apart. Grab him by the head, and pull. And of course his other hand comes off as well, but there's no point in taking that off. So with it like this and all that, you gotta switch out different heads, well, different body parts with the other characters that are released. So you can have them with Triple H's body, Jericho, Rey Mysterio, Carlitos, whatever, or give him his body, hands, or whatever. So that's a pretty nice thing. The thing that bugs me the most about this figure are the legs. You can see the body looks pretty good, nice detailing, especially with the tattoos and stuff. Head sculpt looks good. Paint wise, could have been a little bit better, but for the most part it's pretty good. But the legs are just too thick. The arms look pretty good, but just you can see it right here. The legs just look way too big right about here, going down. And you can see everything's pretty easy to put back on, for the most part. So, well, and another thing that I'm not too sure about, but from experience with past toys, more than likely the tattoos after a while will start rubbing off, but that depends how they're put on, if they're like decals or actual paint. But figures I used to have, you know, a while ago, years ago, they ended up smearing or chipping off, whatever. Now for a score on this figure, it's kind of hard for me to give one because really I haven't watched wrestling. Like I said, I haven't watched wrestling in years, so I haven't seen this guy wrestle. I've only seen him in like YouTube videos and all that, but that's really about it. And he's also my first wrestling toy since probably one of the Jericho figures. But either way, I have a score out of 10. Just to be fair with him as an action figure and all that, not everything else, I'd have to give him a 7.5 out of 10. Main issues being well, also would have been nice if he had extra hands. I know you can swap them out and all that, but they're not going to have his logos or anything, so, the X's and all that. So they're not going to be correctly matched parts. I wish he had at least an open set of hands. Wish he had more of his, other tattoos that are missing, but that might be like copyright stuff and all that. A little bit more tightness on the rib cage, and a little bit less bulk to the thighs. A little bit less bulk to the thighs. All the parts pretty much swap in and out pretty easy. No problems with that. Stands pretty well on his own. You can see the legs look pretty big here too. And also with these knee pads, they tend to stain the figure after a while, but a little bit here on the back. Like I said, 7.5 out of 10. If you're a WWE fan or CM Punk fan, don't be afraid to pick this up.